Hey family, it's Tasha MAMABEAR Prepping. You already know what time it is, baby. Get your drink, pull up. It's Friday. We are back home, feeling great, feel so good. Got to see a few houses on the way during our trip, you know. Nice to get away, but it's nice to always be home. So today I kind of wanted to bring you a pretty easy video, kind of low key vibe. There's a lot of heavier topics kind of making the circuit right through our community with different videos and discussion topics, right? And so I want to keep it light. I really want to talk about, you know, came home, my sister got me a book. She's always buying me books because, you know, I like books, food books mostly, right? And she got me this book, Recipes from the Woods, and I was just, you know, thumbing through it, all types of really cool game and animal and different foraging type recipes in this book. It's amazing. It's nice, thick, hardbound. And I was like, oh, okay, that's really nice. And at first I was just like, you know, she's always buying me books. She's always spending money on me. Like, you could just stop spending money on me, right? And then she's like, yeah, I got it from the Dollar Tree, right? So she paid like $1.25 for this book, guys. And it is phenomenal. So kind of sparked my interest, or my topic today. I wanted to talk about, you know, people ask me all the time, hey, where do you find stuff? I don't have a lot of money. I'm on a fixed income. I don't have money to do all the things you want me to do. And it's not that I want you to do them. They're just ideas to help spark your own interest in your own ideas and things that will work for you. And like everybody else, we have to budget in this house. We have to budget when we want to get different things. And so I do understand fixed income and having a budget. You can do this, and there is various places that you can find preps. This isn't a video necessarily for where to find free preps or where to find cheap preps, but this is kind of my go-to places that I'm always picking up and getting things that are preparedness items, preps items, okay? So the first thing we'll do is, it's really food. Where do I get my food if I get my food? And actually I shouldn't say all food, but this is a food topic, and that's bulk stores. Now, a lot of you might be like, oh, okay, really? Costco, Sam's? Yes, okay. And the thing is I don't do a lot of bulk shopping in these places, but what you want to do is the things that, and we've pulled back from so much processed foods, already prepared foods, that a lot of that stuff we just don't buy anyway. And so whether you go to a regular grocery store or a bulk store, it's still the same. There's a lot of stuff that you've just cut out and you're not getting. But the stuff that you are still buying, and it's worth it to get it at a bulk store vice going to the grocery store, right? Like if you're still getting, like we have a garden and all that, but we're still buying canned vegetables, right? And so bulk is when I'm getting those, unless I can find a sale where I can get a bunch of them for a cheap price. And it's hard to beat some of the prices at some of these stores. Another bulk type place that I want to talk about is, don't forget bulk like online places. And then don't forget your restaurant type, supply type places, right? You have a lot of restaurant supply stores that not only sell stuff for a restaurant, right? Supplies like cups and plates and things like that, but food, right? Bulk food, bulk meat. And again, you gotta look at the prices because it's not always, you know, a deal. But some of that stuff really is a deal. And so find out where your local, start Googling where your local restaurant type supply stores are at. And some of these are open to the public, some of them aren't, but a lot of them are, okay? So we found one that's up here that we go to quite a bit, and that's where we get our rice, that's where we get our beans, that's where we get a lot of our stuff, bulk items. You know, we're not going to Costco to get rice, we're going to this restaurant supplier for that, okay? Number two thing I have is dollar stores. I just mentioned my sister in this book. Dollar stores can be a hit or miss. Dollar stores, though, have been very sparse lately, very, very empty. And so the days of that being plush, going in, getting all types of stuff, might not be a thing. Certain things that I do get there, even household things like glasses, like sometimes they have one of my favorite glasses at Dollar Tree, you guys. It's a really thick glass, drinking glass, and I absolutely love these tumblers, these glasses, and so I get them from there. Like I'm probably gonna get some more before we move because I want to make sure I have these because they're very good quality, and it's Dollar Tree, right? So it's cool that I can get something that's good quality for $1 something, right? So But there's all types of food items, canned goods, bags of beans, bags of rice, there's garden stuff, you know, there's books, obviously. I don't think that I've ever actually looked at the book section in a Dollar Tree. I'm just going to keep it 100. I've probably looked at everything else in Dollar Tree, and until she brought this book to me today, I was like, I don't think that I've ever really, like, there's certain aisles I've never really checked out. And so, that's one of them. I get candles from there, all types of home maintenance type things there. I get the mouse traps, the really cheap mouse traps. Those are good for a one-time use. Those are amazing. They work, they're cheap, and they're easy to just put out quickly and then just throw the whole thing away. You could reset them if you really hard times, right? But just know that they're more flimsy, right? And so they might not make it through that many uses, even if you were doing it that way, okay? So to Dollar Tree. Number 3 thing I have is thrift stores. So I'm a huge fan of Habitat for Humanity. You know, we talk about storage, you talk about storing your food, you know, having a place for your preps, sturdy shelving, hutches that you can buy there, dressers, getting a dresser, putting it in the closet, putting medical supplies in it, getting a dresser, putting it in the closet, putting food in it, getting dressers for your basement, getting hutches, getting shelving, just all types of different furniture pieces that you can get at Habitat for Humanity, and super, super cheap, right? They're not going to be over the moon expensive. Like if you're trying to get, let's say, a fancy piece of furniture that has storage in it. So Habitat for Humanity. And what I like about that too is if you're handy, maybe you can get a piece that you can then manipulate and make into a storage piece, but you started from a cheaper piece that you got from a place like Habitat for Humanity. Other places too, like thrift stores, Goodwill stores. I love Goodwill. My favorite thing at Goodwill is the book section, because they have home maintenance, project books, they have gardening books, they have food books, recipe books, survival books. I mean, you name it, they got books there, and all their books are like anywhere, I don't know, a couple dollars to $5. And usually there's bundles that you can get. I mean, just amazing, amazing. They change all the time, right? Because it is Goodwill, so there's a constant turnaround. So you're constantly going in there and finding goodies and finding stuff. So Goodwill, my favorite for books, is there, manuals, how-to books. I mean, just amazing. Medical books, different things about medical procedures and stuff, and first responder stuff. I mean, there's just all types of stuff there, and they're super, super cheap. And you can get like hardcover, nice books too, okay? So that's my favorite thing there. I will peruse the furniture and peruse the household stuff, but typically if I'm going to Goodwill, it's for the books, okay? Number 4 thing I have is garage sales. So estate sales, garage sales. A lot of times you can do different apps for free apps, marketplace, things like that. But you have apps that will tell you the different garage sales going on in your area. You have apps that will tell you can follow just estate sales. Some of the apps that follow estate sales too, they'll have pictures so that you can kind of get an idea of whether it's worth it for you to go to this estate sale, right? And they'll show pictures. Hey, they've got a ton of tools, right? It's very, very cool when you have a garage sale or an estate sale. That's where you can get a lot of these old school handheld tools, right? These high quality tools that we just don't make anymore all the time. And so hand stuff, handcrafted, canning stuff, food stuff, other food preservation stuff, jars, books, blankets, camping gear. There's just, the list goes on and on of different stuff that you can get from an estate sale. Not to mention just something you need, something that would be beneficial to preparedness or storing or any of that stuff, okay? So I'm a huge, huge fan of garage sales. I've gotten many, many things over the years that were preparedness items from garage sales. What's an example? Oh, my dehydrators. Like several of my dehydrators are from garage sales. Tons of garden stuff from garage sales, tons of tools from garage sales. Hubby almost can't go to a garage sale without getting at least one tool, one new wrench, one new something, right? But it's important because that stuff's so cheap, sometimes almost free, sometimes it is free, but 50 cents, $1 for a tool, right? And it's just important, okay? And it's places you can find some cheaper stuff but it is a place that we go to get preparedness items, or that we think about preparedness when we're at them. And then the last thing I have, number 5, really has to do with food and sourcing food. And that's shopping from your local farmers, finding your local LDS, local Amish, local, right? And buying that, and buying the best food that you can get, the best products you can get. And it's good for the economy for your small town or wherever you live, right? Your local economy, your local businesses, your local small businesses. And so it's a way to support all of that, support your farmers, support all that local stuff. But then you're getting fresh, delicious food that's the safest and cleanest possibly that you're going to get. And probably better than store-bought, like just regular streamlined store-bought. So do yourself a favor, do some research, look about where you can get fresh chicken, fresh beef, whatever. Get a half a cow, put it in the freezer, whatever it is for you. A lot of these places too, you can go, they have stores. This isn't where you have to, I have to buy a half a cow. No, a lot of these places do have storefronts where you can order smaller amounts and get buy smaller amounts of meat, right? Or maybe you're just buying honey, or maybe you're buying fruits and vegetables, or whatever it is that you're buying, but buy it local, get it local. Get away from the preservatives, get away from the extra stuff, and support, you know, your local, right? So those are some of the places that are my favorite places to go to source food and other preparedness type items in general, right? Livestock type items, stuff for animals, are all these places that I'm talking about. And I'm sure there's more places. Hopefully you guys in the comments will go ahead and let us know some of your favorite places. Maybe it's Tractor Supply type stores, and those places are the places that are your go-tos, or they're go-tos for your pet stuff, your livestock stuff, maybe garden stuff, different stuff for projects around your homestead, whatever it is. I'm a big fan of those as well too. So let us know in the comments below your guys' thought process, your guys' favorite places that you go. Maybe it's places you go that have good deals and you're like, this is my go-to place for different things. Let us know in the comments box below. And of course, make sure that you're checking out all the links. If you want to support me monetarily, we're over on Patreon as well. Links are in the description box, and links are in the description box as well for all of my affiliates. Make sure though that if you are using them, that you're using the codes as well, so that you get a discount walking out the door to pay. Okay, so you guys be well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.